What's up, print fam? Welcome back to the print shop. Today I wanted to go over the process that we use to do tumblers, because a lot of times we're doing names with logos and things are just crazy and hectic, and it was a lot of repetitive things that we were doing. So I tried to make it as quick, easy, and automated as possible. So typically what we do is we create the artwork. Once we have the artwork created, we create labels. Then we run the job, clean the job, and package the job. So let's go over all of those steps. This is the template that we use to send to customers as well as for production. We have it sized appropriately so that this is the actual size for engraving. And then typically we have the ability to write. We used to fill it out on the computer, but it's faster to just print it. Eventually, I'm going to add barcodes and do some more automations on the laser itself, but we can put the name of the artwork, the quantity, and then the colors, and then if we're shipping, picking up, whatever. The automation that I wrote for this, though, is really nice because all we have to do is delete the layer that is not needed. We always save the proof in a specific proof folder, and then all I have to do is hit Shift F2, and it's going to save this file on the server in the correct location in Adobe Illustrator version 8. Even though Lightroom will read modern stuff, I still prefer to save everything in version 8 because the new laser, as well as older lasers with EasyCAD, only read version 8. So I like to just have everything standardized and universal. If we're doing names, we have the salespeople provide an Excel spreadsheet that we can upload into this script that I wrote that then generates the names from every cell to fit our label printer so that we can then put them on every single box. That concludes the kind of computer side of things. So because everything is the same, we're always saving the file to a specific location for the server. We're always saving it to Illustrator version 8. That was a script to save time. Does it save a ton of time? No, but if you're doing thousands and thousands of tumblers all the time, it can save up. Then we wrote a script to make the tags because the tags were taking a long time. And this makes it so we already get an Excel sheet from the salesperson. Now we can just pop it in, print the labels. So it just generates a PDF, makes it the right size. Now we're going to go over to the laser. We're going to run the job. Then we got to clean the job and package it. Before we run the tumblers, quick shout out to firesprint.com for sponsoring today's episode. They are a trusted, trade-only wholesale printer that specializes in large format. So if you need stickers, yard signs, which I love to use them for those, banners, signs, posters, anything, give them a try. You can save 10% off your first order by using the coupon code down in the description. I love using them. It's been great for me. I actually had some posters that I was going to print in-house, but I don't know how, but it was cheaper for me to have them do it. I then could just focus on selling and moving on to next projects like these tumblers. So make sure you check them out. Almost everything that they sell ships for free when you spend $50. Coupon code down in the description. Normally when I run these tumblers, I have this jig that I do have available on my website. I'll leave a link down below. And we do have different attachments for different styles. But normally, I run this flat. This particular customer wanted the logo as close to the handle as possible. So luckily, there's enough friction that it just holds there. But secondary to this, we've got to run names on it. So I'll run the names flat because we're just doing them centered. But normally, this is how we run them. This is a 60 watt CO2 galvo. I've got two of them. One we take on sites to do events. And we have this one. And then I also have this new 180 watt that we're still working on getting set up. But I prefer to use a galvo. It does limit my spacing, but it makes things go a lot faster. This logo, for example, takes about 40 seconds, and then the name takes 5 to 10 seconds, depending on how big it is. Most logos we can do in under a minute, which makes going through things a lot faster. This one does go a little bit slower just because it takes more time to place it versus just popping it down on the jig. Once we're done engraving the tumbler, we got to clean it. We like to use blue to clean it. We used to use LA Awesome. We still use it sometimes, but 90% of the time, 99, 95, somewhere in there, we use this most of the time. We used to come to the bathroom and do it. For this particular job, I'm not even coming to the bathroom. As long as the tumbler is still hot when you clean it, it cleans really well, really fast, and you can just do it while you're swapping tumblers because, again, this particular one takes about 40 seconds to run, so I can spray it. We just keep it in a spray bottle. We have a rag. They're just throwaway rags. We probably could clean them, but we don't have a washing machine. So I like to use blue. I only know one place to get it. I will also link this down below. Now that we're all done with the job, we typically will just put them back in the same boxes. They come in boxes in a box. So we'll put the labels on them that we created so that people know who they're for. We sometimes will put them in our custom shipping boxes. If they're bigger orders, we just put them back in the boxes that they came in from the manufacturer. And we'll typically put a label on the outside with their name, with their logo, or the order number, or all three. If we're shipping it, we don't do that. We just create a shipping label and ship it off to the customer. So this particular one, I am shipping, so I'll make some shipping labels and slap them on there. But we've tried to make this process as quick, easy, and painless as possible. This one took a little bit longer. It took me about 3 hours to run this job start to finish for 40 tumblers. If it was just a standard placement, or if I wasn't doing 2 different runs, 2 different cleanings, it'd go way faster. Overall, I'm not unhappy with it. The only unhappiness part of this is that I'm here on Thanksgiving. Here's the second CO2 that I was talking about. We typically take this on site. And then, well, this is my UV laser. Then we have thousands of tumblers in stock. This is the biggest pain point of tumblers, is having stock and knowing what people want or don't want, because some of these tumblers I've had since Christmas of last year. You can't always use domestic suppliers like JDS, Johnson's Plastic, etc. You can even use Amazon. But I like to have higher margins, so I'm willing to sit on some of them. I do have colors that sell better than others. So far this year, the number one seller, just like last year, is black. Secondary to that is cream. And probably the third most popular, I would say, is it's like a neon magenta. That's what it's called. So I hope this video helps. I'm happy to answer any questions down in the comments of my setup, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. I've been doing tumblers now this way for a couple of years, and I love it so much better than the gantry. Typically on the gantry, this type of design that I ran today would probably take 4 or 5 minutes. You can also run them on things like the laser pecker or the X1D, whatever. They all can do it. It's just a matter of how long it will take. So again, if you have questions, leave those down in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.